Hi, I hope everyone is doing great. So this video is made for the 6th grade and we are going to talk about the past simple. Let's start. The thing we are going to talk about is the use. When do we use the simple past or the past simple? So we use it to talk about completed actions or events in the past, which means actions that have already happened in the past. And we use the simple past, of course, with time expressions like yesterday, last week, last month, last year, 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, 1 month ago, 2 months ago, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, or 3 years. And of course in years, for example in 2010, in 2008, or in 2007. So a year which has already finished. So here I will show you how can you understand well the simple past. So as you see here in the middle of this chart we have the present, and on the left we have the past, which means the action is finished, and on the right we have the future, which means the action will be happened in the future, or it will happen in the future. So the second thing after the use is the form. What is the form of the past simple? So the form is very simple: subject plus V2. V2 are the verb in the past. Like this sentence: she slept. She, we have the subject, she, and slept, the V2 or the verb in the past. So slept, it is irregular, and the infinitive of slept is sleep. Now let's move to see the different types of verbs. So as you know, we have regular and irregular. Let's start again. As you see here, regular and irregular verbs. So we are going to start with regular and some rules. So the rules that we have to respect are these. If the verb ends in a consonant, add ed, like those verbs: watch, watched, walk, walked, visit, visited. So here we have those verbs ends in consonant. Okay, so for example the first verb ends in h, and the watch, watched, walk, walked, it ends with k, and visit, it ends with t, so we add ed. Next, if the verb ends in e, add just d. It's easy and simple, like this: arrive, arrived, we add only d. Close, closed, change, changed. Next, if the verb ends in y, change the y to ied, like this: try, tried, cry, cried. So keep in mind that those verbs are regular, not irregular. The last one, if the verb ends in a consonant, vowel consonant, double the last letter, which means the last consonant, and add ed, like this: stop, stopped. So we double the last consonant, which is p. So in stop you have a consonant which is t, and a vowel which is o, and the p which is a consonant. That's why we double the last letter, which is p. So I say stopped, and I write with double p. Travel, So the same thing, we have consonant, vowel, consonant, travel, traveled. Let's move to see the irregular verbs. Here, concerning irregular verbs, you should memorize them by heart, okay? Because there is no rule. You should memorize them. Like this: do, did, slip, slipped, speak, spoke, go, went, meet, meet, with double in the past just with one e, in the infinitive or in the present with double e, take, took, tell, told, were, were, ride, rode. Now there is an exception, or not an exception, it is a rule, of course. It's like the negative form. You should remember that when we have the negative form, we put didn't plus the infinitive. The infinitive means the bare infinitive, verb without to. We put it as it is. For example, number 1, I say, I didn't take the dog for a walk. She didn't go to school. So those sentences are correct. We don't say, I didn't took. So be careful, we say I didn't take. I didn't took the dog for a walk, it's not correct. She didn't went to school, it's not correct. So the correct one is, I didn't take the dog, take, not took. I didn't take the dog for a walk, she didn't go to school. I think it's very clear. Just keep in mind that after didn't, we put the verb in the infinitive form, so without to. Just the verb as it is. Didn't take, didn't go, didn't drink, didn't sleep, didn't speak. So put the verb as it is after didn't. Of course, I'm talking about the past simple. Now we are going to see some or an exercise in which you are going to do it and send it back to me or to the teacher who is responsible for your group. Now look at this exercise. So you are going to put the verbs between brackets in the past simple. Be careful, just in the past simple. This is the text. So I will read it just for you. Last year I, so you have the verb go, to Fez on summer holiday. It, and you have the verb be, fantastic. I, so you have visit, lots of interesting places. I, be, with 2 friends of mine. In the morning we, you have the verb walk, to a shopping center. We, some beautiful clothes. But we, you have here the negative form. Be careful. So you have not and by. So it means the negative form. Not by, nothing. At 2 o'clock, we, you have the verb eat, in a wonderful restaurant. After that, you have the verb play video games at my friend's house. Good luck and see you in the next video.